like the teachers the best because they really seem to care about you as a person, and it's more like a family.
I like the choice of electives.
There's so many activities, and my social life has just blossomed. It's just great.
Education. Roughly 1/3 of the first 18 years of life is invested in an education. The quality of that education is perhaps the most influential factor as to who and what we become. Education would include facilities, the curriculum, the campus atmosphere, the teachers, and the students. The Christian Unified Schools of San Diego presents Educating for Eternity. We started in 1965 with a high school at Scott Memorial Baptist Church in San Diego with 32 students and 8 staff members. In 1973, we moved the high school to our East County location. Today, there are 4 elementary, a junior high, and a high school with enrollment exceeding 1,400 students and over 120 faculty and staff. The Christian Unified Schools of San Diego are non-denominational, non-discriminatory, admitting students of any race, color, national or ethnic origin, providing equal access to all programs and activities.
There has been a tremendous growth. I think our greatest element is love. I mean, we care a lot for these children. The teachers care a lot. I think we give them the attention, the concern, the caring, the love that they would not find outside of this school. And a parent is looking for that for their child. And that, I think, is really our greatest asset.
There are definitely reasons for the phenomenal growth of the Christian Unified Schools of San Diego. Our aim has always been to educate the total student, which encompasses spiritual growth, mental growth, and physical growth. The essence of our educational effort is to provide a biblical basis for everything we teach. Colossians 1:28 and 29 zeroes in on the focus required for that biblical basis. So naturally, we proclaim Christ. We warn everyone we meet, and we teach everyone we can all that we know about Him, so that, if possible, we may bring every man up to his full maturity in Christ Jesus. This is what we are working at all the time, with all the strength that God gives us. Since the teacher is the key to education, we employ only dedicated Christians who are committed to excellence in their lives by example and by their lessons. Students always participate in a Bible class. The classes will cover such topics as the life of Christ, ethics, a study in Proverbs, the Christian home, Christian evidences, plus many more. There is a weekly chapel time at each school. The entire student body fellowships together through singing, prayer, sharing an inspirational time with a speaker, a film, or a special program. A unique part of our schools, each and every class is opened with prayer. What a way to start a class. Of course, our teachers strive to integrate biblical principles into every subject area. There is a full offering of all academic subjects at all our schools. Our graduation requirements actually exceed those stated by the state of California. All the basics are offered, such as math, science, English, foreign language, and history, to name a few.
Our students are tested by the Stanford Achievement each spring, and our scores are compared with those of other ACSI schools and with the national scores. And we are scoring anywhere from 1 to 2 years above the national average. For us, it means that our students are doing the equivalent then of what the public school student would be doing in 8th grade. Our student is accomplishing in 7th grade.
The extensive music program allows a student to participate in a variety of both vocal and instrumental classes. Other electives include art classes of all types, drama, home economics, industrial arts, computer education, plus many more. The curriculum is really complete. However, the key is the teacher. Every teacher is a committed Christian and qualified to teach in the state of California. We feel perhaps our most important task is to be highly selective in choosing our teaching staff. The communication between teacher and student is one of the most critical relationships during this time in a student's life. Luke 6:40 says, "A pupil is not above his teacher, but everyone, after he has been fully trained, will be like his teacher."
I think one of the biggest needs that teenagers have is the need to be loved and to be wanted and to be accepted. And time and again, when the kids graduate and they give their testimonies, over and over again they'll say, "I thank the Lord for this school because of the teachers who have invested in me and given themselves to me and shown me that I'm a worthwhile person and I have something to offer."
The emotional needs of preteens and teenagers place large demands on parents and the school. We recognize that every student needs to belong, to have a positive self-image. There are an array of choices allowing students to get involved, to belong, to interact and learn with their peers. There are specialty clubs, a variety of musical groups from the marching band to choral groups. Athletic events are commonplace throughout our district in every major and most minor sports. There are other events such as the annual retreat, spiritual emphasis week, junior-senior banquet, missions week, class socials, and more. There are active student governments on each campus. They serve a vital function, enhancing the communication between students and faculty, as well as providing the leadership for many special events.
The teachers are so available that students automatically go to them. And that's the reason why I have my own kids in a Christian school, because I know that there are teachers there that have the same values that I have. And when I know my kids are not necessarily going to come to me with their questions, I know that they will go to their teachers, and those teachers have the same values I have.
I really can't find, I can't think of anything that's available athletically or in any other extracurricular activity that I would normally think of in a school system that is not available. And certainly I'm not as concerned with the beauty of the campus as much as I am of the availability of these activities that one would normally expect in a secondary school, and they're here.
The physical well-being of each student is not overlooked. There is the daily PE class and a wide variety of sports to participate and compete in. Physical abilities are developed in various classes such as industrial arts, photography, home economics, drama, and through specialty groups such as the ski club, surf club, and more.
I think the teachers really care a lot, and they show that they care, and they're not just teachers, they're really good friends and people you can confide in and trust in.
They have like skiing things you can join, the fishing clubs, a lot of sports. I love it.
It's almost like one big family.
You know, teachers here really want to teach here. It's a sacrifice almost. It's their ministry, really. And I think that's the neatest part about them, and you can really see the Lord in their lives just by their presence.
Well, I'm very pleased with the school. It's the overall atmosphere that really gets to me. It's like there's never any fights, or, you know, it's just a lot of harmony between the students and the teachers. With a school like this, it's a lot easier to learn because there's more interest involved, and it's more of a family-type atmosphere.
They've really helped me grow in Christ.
Nothing's ever perfect. I mean, that's just the way it is. I think the school is about as close as you can get to perfect.
Educating for eternity. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "To educate a child in mind and not in morals is to educate a menace to society." Together, Christian Unified Schools of San Diego and you can make these critical growth years a positive, successful experience. Together, we are educating for eternity.